Morning all. I thought I'd just let you see the latest updates on the gates, and it was the first video for the new year, and I think I go back to work next week, so the videos will be appearing on a Saturday only from this point on when I can get the camera from work. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. Still haven't done the gap here, and I think it's going to be one of these things that I just sort of leave till last, really. I've taken the doors out of here and here because I'm going to try something that I've only tried on bigger models, which is called rock salt chipping. And for those of you who don't know what rock salt chipping is, it's a weathering effect you can do that sort of shows damaged paintwork, and you use rock salt on the model. And there's an easy way of doing this because I've been talking to Wargaming Consortium. The guy that runs that is really useful for great tips and understanding stuff, and he gave me a little tip on using salt, smaller salt for this. But normally you'd use rock salt for, say, military models, and they're great with bane blades because there's such a huge surface on a bane blade. But basically what you do is you undercoat the coat of paint that you want, so say silver for example, then you spritz it with water using a spritzer bottle. And what you do is you just place the rock salt on where you want it, and what that'll do is that'll soak up the water and hold it into place, the salt into place, and then stick it into an airing cupboard and let it dry, basically somewhere where it can dry pretty quickly, or overnight. I generally leave it overnight, and the next day I sort of come back to it when it's dry. And then what you do is you spray your top coat of paint. So you can do this with an aerosol over the top of it. It will soaking. Once it's dry, just run it under a tap of, running water under a tap or something. Get a toothbrush and just scrape it off. And what that does, it leaves you a fantastic sort of warm paint effect. But obviously, on smaller models, you've got to use smaller salt, which was one of the Wargaming Consortium's advice, because obviously rock salt's quite large. So anyway, there's my gates. I've still got quite a bit to do. But I've added this on the top, and a lot of people are going to go, no, that looks crap. But do you know what? I think it really does help. One, it tightens, it braces the model as well, and brings it makes it stronger. Two, it gives it another firing port, basically firing position from the top here, so you can put more models onto it. You've got models that you can put in here as well, so it just adds that little bit more to it, I think. The Mechanicum symbols are working, they're looking good. But yeah, that's about it really. I'm looking to put some banners hanging down here, so if there's anybody interested in making me some green stuff banners to go on here, that would be fantastic. Give me a shout, I'll be interested in having a chat about them. Just quickly, Shift Naft. I think you're looking for some skulls. Now, I've got these are Forge World skulls from the Titans. I don't know if you'll be interested in them. Just focusing on that. I don't know if you'll be interested in these. I've got about 4 that I can put in the post tube. Probably 6. I'll have a look. But let us know, and I'll send them over to you. But yeah, so that's where we are at the moment. If I pull back, I think that'll look quite good, really, with the buildings around it and stuff, with the walls. I think that top part it does add to it. But anyway, I mean, let's hear your thoughts, see what you think. And also, I'm after some Earthshaker Cannons. I don't know if anybody's interested in building me 4 scratch built Earthshaker Cannons. I need them for the table that I'm building for the trench system. I could go out and buy some, but I don't really fancy spending 30 quid a pop at Games Workshop for 4 cannons, and then I've left with 4 vehicles that I'm not going to need, and I don't want to spend 65 quid at Forge World per cannon. So I'm thinking about maybe scratch building. I did have a little go myself, so no laughing, but I sort of had a go last night with bits and pieces that were just laying around. So it's plastic card wheels, and then I just used bits from my old tracks and stuff just to go on the top, just see what it looked like. But it was very much sort of just to see if I could actually make one. But anyway, if anybody's interested, give me a shout, and we can go from there. I may end up just buying the the Games Workshop ones, and selling the Chimera, the vehicles off to a friend of mine who's got an Imperial Guard army, but who knows? Maybe go half each, 15 quid each, I don't know. So, right, there you go, that's the gates. Let us know what you think, and I will speak soon. Cheers, thanks a lot, bye.